3, 2, 1, and off we go. Game 1 of this best of 5 finals. Somebody's got to take their first game loss of this tournament. Who's gonna be?
We're going to find out soon enough. Looking at both boards, both have a lot of diversity. Great opening chances for both players. And you can kind of see Frank already going into the advanced mode. Looks like he was trying to do that, but could not get the RNG to cooperate.
Packie trying to work with a lack of yellow on his top line. Really just trying to get something going here with those yellows. It looks like he's just having to drill down and force plays here. He really needs that blue support, John.
Yeah, and the same thing can be said from Frank there. He didn't have a lot of blue support, but got just enough to start opening his board. I'm still needing some stuff, just to try and open wide that middle of the board. Not getting the blues, but getting nice combos there just to try and work it out. Frank now doesn't have anywhere to play blues really, only that pile of garbage in column 7.
Yeah, both players getting challenged by the RNG here early on. It is a tie game as far as the virus count goes. Packie desperately needs access to red though, Ethan.
Yeah, he's got an open spot there in column 5, but I think he's going to have to start locking down those viruses on top on 3 and 4. That looks like what he's trying to do here. Starting to open it up. He's got another opening for red there in column 4. Yeah, that looks like that'll be probably the game plan for that.
Packie starting to
now he's got all the reds available.
Rather, Frank's starting to surge away here, though, down to 12 viruses, although Packie now starting to get some favorable RNG, going to start attacking that right side. It is 15-10 here as we hit the 2-minute mark. Packie dropping down for a double horizontal clear, but Frank already down to 5, but he is a bit pinned in that left corner.
Yeah, but he's gonna have just that double red. Oh, I would have thought he was going to go for that. There we go. He notices that he can go for that horizontal, gets him out at 217. And Frank was just playing those combos, just setting up when he didn't have the right pills, just looking at what was below, farther down in the board, and that's what you want to do, not to depend too much on what you have already. But oh, there was a beautiful combo there by Packie, just dropping down a shifted fat lock there.
Packie unfortunately had a major misdrop trying to set up for that clear. Really got himself tangled up top there in column 4. He's also in trouble here as far as this blue virus in the corner goes. He's going to have to clear out garbage. This is making Frank run away with things right now. As Packie, you can very visibly see on his face, not thrilled with that mistake. And he's out at 308 here on 13. And he is already 27 viruses behind, Ethan.
Yeah, it's a pretty big deficit right now for Packie. He's going to have to start toning up that aggression. Really start drilling down on pieces, finding those advanced placements that he's known for. If he wants to be able to get back into this game. Because Frank is already down to 24. The lead is expanding. It's nearly 30 viruses right now.
Packie is just trying to be quick and efficient with combos here. Nothing too fancy, as he's at 45 viruses and starting to get that red help he also needs on this level. But Frank is torching 14 right now.
Yeah, though he was trying to open up that right side. He had a chance earlier to do it, but he decided to go another route, and that made him also take some time that he could have used by opening up that right side. But nonetheless, he's still ahead of Packie at this point.
And Packie is about to get a little nice triple combo in limited space there. He is at 21 viruses. Frank at 1 virus here. Packie has been making a pretty valiant effort here to march back and get into this, as Frank is going to be out at 4 minutes and 29 seconds. It's a big lead for the 1 seed, but Packie is going to try to make this competitive.
Yeah, he's finding a lot of good chances to hit 2s and 3s. Gets a nice combo there, too. Nicely done. that end game's probably he's gonna have to get rid of that red in column 3 if he wants to.
Meanwhile, Frank's running into some issues here on his top line. Very, very much in danger of topping out. It looks like he's trying to set up a horizontal play potentially. And it looks like that's what he's going to do. He's going to be at 48 viruses. Packie's going to be having to force combo some red down, and he will have 1 virus left as of the 5:15 mark. That'll get Packie out of here, hopefully at 5:21, and it does. But it is a 23 virus lead, John, for the 1 seed.
Yeah, Frank showing us how he can play on these high levels very efficiently and not even caring too much about topping out there. He knows what he's doing. We know that he doesn't make too many mistakes, and definitely at that point he knows exactly what he's doing. But Packie here with some garbage there on columns 3 and 4. Okay, gets rid of some of it, as I'm saying it. But yeah, trying to bring it back, though the difference is still about 20 viruses or so.
And Packie just getting absolutely challenging RNG here, as Frank has a red heavy top line, not getting any red help whatsoever as far as the RNG goes. So he's just having to down press repeatedly on these double yellows. That's about 7 or 8 in a row right there. Just absolutely wild. It is 36 for Packie. He's taken that opportunity to start staging a comeback here, and we're seeing a brilliant combo by Packie as he's setting up for another little drop combo. He's going to get another big combo. He's trying to get this down into single digits, and at one point was, but he misdropped out in column number 5, Ethan.
Yeah, that was an unfortunate misplay there. Looked like it might have been a missed rotation. He's getting it set up. Looks like he's going to try to make something work out of it. Yeah, looks pretty good right now. He can definitely get it cleaned up. If anything, I would think he's probably going to go for a horizontal clip. Nope, he's not. I thought he was going to blue in column 5. That would have led to a nice combo, but Frank is out at 7:20.
But Packie's putting on the heat here. He's really been staging that comeback since that absolutely disastrous level 13. But we're seeing him storm back. Packie is surging while he's not getting viruses. He's getting pills he needs. And we're going to see Packie is going to set up for that horizontal. I think that's the right call. He needs blues. Yeah. He's going to get them. And now he just needs 1 red, and he is golden. He will be out at 7 minutes and 54 seconds.
Yeah, he's not far behind.
On the penultimate level.
It's about 13 now.
It is a 13 virus lead, but this is absolutely rough RNG to start 16 for Packie, John.
Yeah, getting those blue-reds, which he didn't have anywhere to play really, and trying to do the best he can. Now opening up more diversity, there we go, not getting completely choked out of yellows. So Packie doing a good job nonetheless. Meanwhile, Frank, it's okay, and that opens up the board, but he's getting this kind of funnel on his board already.
This is a speedrunner's dream, what this board is. Well, there's not a lot of color diversity. Almost everything you can clear, you can do in 1 pill, which is just amazing. And we're seeing that as Frank is just going on an absolute monster surge. Can't do anything with that blue-red, but right now Packie's getting stuck with some RNG, but he's going to turn this into a brilliant combo, but it's a 20 virus lead as we hit the 9-minute mark.
Yeah, still holding the pace a little bit, starting to fall behind a bit is Packie. Finding good 0 drops, though, with those horizontal clears. Keeping himself in the fight. Gets rid of that yellow garbage. Probably would have gone for that 3 clear, but he looks like he's going to take care of that with that, and turns it into a combo. Very nice.
Nice indeed here, as we see Frank down to his final 2. He'll be out at 9:27. Absolutely fantastic 16. We might want to go back and retime that level. That might have been a record setter.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want there. That full of doubles board there. where actually he played it really well. He just paired up viruses, didn't take any triples or anything. That might have looked interesting to go for, but yeah, you don't want to do that. That's inefficient. You want to pair up your viruses.
I'm talking about what's going on in Packie's board. Oh, I see what he's doing.
I see what he's doing here. He's going to get a nice chain reaction.
A nice combo. Turn that into 2 clears of viruses.
Frank's in a little bit of trouble, though. Frank's really high up.
Frank is incredibly high up. He may have to he's going to have to drill down. That's the right call. Having that Spire right up in 4 and 5 is terrifying. As we hit the end game of 17, Packie could have gotten out with that chain. Decided to get out at 10:38. Packie will need to come up with an answer to being down by over 40 viruses, Ethan.
Yeah, that is a very high amount of virus to be up against. But with Frank having a little bit of an issue here, he's going to have to get a nice chain reaction. He's going to have a bit of a cleaning issue in column 2. Packie's going to have to start really getting aggressive.
As we eclipse 11 minutes, it's still a 39 virus or so lead, and Packie's starting to get tied up here. But a brilliant drop cross, John, as Packie's still trying to hold on here, seeing if he can maybe come back.
Oh yeah, definitely. Packie is just playing his own game. I'm sure he knows he might be behind the ball, but yeah, you just have to keep on going. Packie doing great job there and doing those drops that don't take too much time. Playing combos just in a short space. But Frank right now needing a lot of help from Red to open up his board. That right side is, it's double, so that's not going to take too much time. But yeah, it's not coming his way just yet.
Yeah. Oh, looked like Packie was going for a rotation there. Could not get it done. He's gonna have to clean up that blue garbage in column 4.
And Frank's going to take the win. 12 minutes, 11 seconds.
Frank is already done. There's that hot time right there. That is a top 3 finish.
That is a top 3 finish. Yeah, Frank absolutely trounced that 16. I'd really like to get a time on that. I'm just taking a look here. The record for 16 is 1 minute and 36 seconds by Inari. So it'll be interesting to see what Frank's time was on that.
And we just got 10 gift subs into the community. Thanks so much for that. That is amazing.
That is fantastic. We really appreciate your generosity. Everything that we have, all the money generated from ads, subs, all that goes right back into making the community better. We've had already 2 payouts because of everybody's generosity, so we really do appreciate you. We're gonna start working on some merch here pretty soon, which we hope that you will purchase and continue to further support the Dr. Mario Championship community. How do you join the monthly tournament? Come on into our Discord. It's in our channel description, and you can join and play along with us. Our next tournament starts Tuesday, June 1st. And Packie's going to be out at a 13:41. Clearly disappointed in that run. Had a rough going there on that 13. Thought we saw him get to within 9 at one point, and then Frank just ran away.
Yeah, Frank just did a fantastic level 16 there. Just amazing job there, and he's already up 1-0. Now putting a little bit of pressure on Packie now for the second game.
You do not want to be down 2-0. That reverse sweep can happen, but you're going to be exhausted by game 5. So really evening things up and turning this back into a best of 3. That's what you want to do. We have readies for both players, so they'll be off here.
And we are go. Packie off and running off out of the blocks. Frank a little bit behind, but nothing to worry about there. Packie a little higher up on his opening setup. Frank's got a lot more of a compact board for his level 13.
And Packie already off to the races here.
You also kind of see Packie's got a bit of a chasm there in column 5.
He's also lacking blue support. He's made a stack right up on top of his board to minimize any sort of down press. It is a 6 virus lead right now for Packie here as we get to the 45-second mark.
Yeah, so far a good start for Packie, although a lot of yellow is going to be Frank with a very diverse board, though, keeping it close for the time being.
I mean, Frank is just going for all the horizontals in the world. He's been planning how to drill down his board very nicely. Meanwhile, Packie, a bit stuck there on the middle, having to deal with quite a bit of garbage on columns 4 and 5. But, column 5 is just one virus, he can get to it from below. But that left side is really not working on his favor.
We are seeing Packie try to start storming back here, setting things up on that left side. Really might even want to consider horizontal garbage clears right now, but Packie at 15, just trying to maintain pace with Frank right now, but it's going to come down to this garbage in the middle of this board.
Yeah, that red-blue garbage up at the top looks like he's taking care of that right now. You just need one red to set up the chain reaction. And he's got it set up. He'll get a virus out of it. That's a good way to play it.
He did have to eat a bit of drop time, though, to take care of that. And, I like that tuck over there to get that horizontal play.
Yeah, I'm liking this setup. Looks like he's setting up for a log. He's going to get it.
Setting up for a fat bolt. But like Frank is going to be out at 214.
And it looked like Frank had a little bit of a pause buff there as well, so we always appreciate it.
And Packie has the tuck play ready to go. He's going to change course, clear that one immediately on the left. That way preventing a bunch of drop time. Packie will be out at 247, but Frank's starting to run away with it already. It's a 12 virus lead here as Packie starts 14.
Yeah, but it looks like Frank is kind of hesitating a little bit on some of the... Looks like he doesn't want to get rid of that stuff on the top because he had a combo set up from underneath, but could not get the pieces he wanted.
Yeah, at this point,
that was a bit of a delay for Frank.
Yeah, Frank was waiting for a yellow red, but it didn't come. He had to build it on his own, but that made him have to think about how he wanted to approach that right side. Oh, and that beautiful cross into two combos there. What a play.
An 11 virus lead. Packie cleaning his board back up, trying to maintain some sort of diversity. We're also just seeing him just go to town on those down presses. 35 to 29 here as Frank's starting to work here on his middle of the board. Has a bit of garbage he's got to deal with. Packie has now narrowed this lead to 4.
Yeah, it's a very close one right now. It looks like Packie's really doing good on aggression, keeping pace up with Frank, finding horizontal plays, minimizing. Doing pretty good, still holding up by about a handful of viruses. But Frank has a relatively clean board.
We're going to see Packie go for a drop cross.
In row 2. Great job there. Now down to 14.
18 to 13 here. It's the Spire in column 2 that's really giving Packie problems. Meanwhile, it's a couple of viruses hanging up higher than Frank might like on his board. Packie about to rain down some clearing. It's now a 5 virus advantage here as it looks like we might be seeing some more creative horizontal plays from Packie.
It's exactly what he's doing right now. He's keeping things tight, keeping it very close. He's entering single digits right now. He's got to find good combos right now in order to keep things close.
Yeah, he's gonna have to deal with that left side, try to get the right pills just to have an easy way to get mostly to those double yellows on the bottom.
Frank
clear that garbage house.
Flat.
And Packie definitely setting up here for something horizontal.
Yep.
And that's not when you want to get that double red. But Packie's going to be out at 517, right behind Frank right now. This is definitely close. Just half a dozen viruses between our two players.
Yeah, it's it's a little closer right now, but it looks like I think going to start clearing up a little bit faster. These higher levels is where Frank really thrives. So I expect a lot more. He's hesitating a little bit on that one. Looks like he had to deal with some red-yellow garbage, but he's setting it up. That advanced play is always a fantastic sight to see. Just knowing what pieces you have directly under clear and setting them up for those chain reactions is just a fantastic play.
And it is a 5 virus margin again. Frank not really trying to pull away much more. Packie not really able to catch up all that much as Packie has cleared off anything straggling in the top. You really don't want to have anything in the top section of your board on these later levels, especially on high speed.
Yeah, every 10 pieces, the board, the pieces will start coming in just a little bit faster. If you've ever played Dr. Mario on the NES and why that ever sound comes off, that's why.
It's the sound of pain, as we like to say, as it is a 10 virus lead. Both players really just having struggles with their top line, John, here as we approach 6 minutes 45.
Yeah, on the one side, Frank not having a lot of blue to play with, and he's trying to play around the other viruses, but there's only so much that you can do. Packie with mostly a yellow top line at this point. If it's not a virus, then it's some garbage that he has on some of the columns, but managing to bring down some stuff, trying to open up the blues mainly that he doesn't have access to.
Packie really heavy on that down press. Also really hasn't addressed that right side. Possibly looking for the right pills to do it. It looks like he may have started getting them here. 14-3 as Frank in a very comfortable position. He's going to get a double clear. Just needs a couple of reds, and Frank is going to be out at 7 minutes and 24 seconds.
Packie looks like he's not going to be too far behind, though. He's got everything in a good position. Digging underneath to get the reds, though, is not going to be fun. But he's in a position to do it. And he's got it ready to go. Just needs a couple more reds. He'll get the right pieces. He's out at 751.
And he's
still only behind by 10 viruses. It's still going to be a close game.
And there's still another level after this, folks, but you see how precarious this stack is. Packie's got an incredibly speed-friendly board, though, John. A lot of opportunities for one-pill clears.
Yeah, for sure. If he gets the right pills, then Packie can just close the gap, even take the advantage for this level. So we're gonna just hope that that Dr. Mario actually gives him what he needs. Frank having that Spyro on column 3, I mean, that's he's playing around it, but that takes time as well. So we are gonna have to see how he deals with it.
Packie just had an amazing sequence. Dropped into a cross and then set up for a double horizontal. He's now within 3, Ethan.
Yeah, that was an incredible stretch of RNG there for Packie. He got so lucky with those pieces. Still playing a little high there in that middle spire, but he's knocking it down. Close the gap a little bit, but Frank's starting to surge ahead again. He's again ahead by about 10 virus. So Packie's going to have to start really putting the throttle down if he wants to be able to catch up here.
And it looks like that's what he's starting to do on Packie's side here. He's got a lot of really good setups, just having to eat a little bit of drop time to get what he needs here. 24-17 here as we hit the 10-minute mark. Frank's got a pretty clean board for the most part. Packie really starting to move here, though. Another drop T puts it to within 6, and Packie starting to whittle this board down as well. Another big horizontal clear for Packie. It is 16-13. Frank just trying to stack some stuff here. Packie drops it. Packie has taken the lead by virus count.
Yeah, that was a really good setup there from virus clearing. Now that blue on the corner is going to have to be the last one he takes care of, so he's got to really hope for that RNG is not going to give him a lot of blue viruses, or blue pills, I should say, sorry.
Yeah, but...
and Packie misplayed.
Yeah, looked like that was a bit of a misflip, but he's adapting to it. He's figuring out what he needs to do. He should be able to recover from that. Yeah, he's got everything set up. He'll be able to take care of that just fine.
And that gives Frank just the right time to take over the lead again and get out of level 16 at 10:23.
Here comes a chain.
Packie's going to do that to keep his hopes alive here, though. He's going to need to really throw the hammer down on 17. But this is incredibly close. It is 8 viruses between these players, and now this top line's starting to get a little precarious.
Yeah, that top is a little scary for Packie right now, but he's doing a good job figuring out the right sequence, what he needs to do. And he's starting to drill it down a little bit, so he should be all right.
59 to 54 here as we hit the 11-minute mark. Frank trying to take a 2-0 lead here. Packie trying to even this series up. It's a best of 5, 13 to 17. You are watching the final stage of Game 2 in this best of 5.
Yeah, and looking at the time difference, right now at 11:25, Packie's at 55 viruses. Frank at 11:25 will be at 49, so it's only a 6 virus difference right now. Packie has really done a good job at narrowing the gap. Just needs to keep that aggression moving, keep the fire going if he wants to have a chance to take this game.
He's doing an amazing job getting these horizontals set up. Frank's got a clean board and a very speed-friendly board, a lot of doubles clustered. Packie's going to need a lot of yellow help to have a shot here, and it looks like Packie also needing to address that right side. It looks like that's what his game plan is here, as it is a 3-virus game between our 3-seed Packie and our top-seeded Frank.
Yeah, and you saw there, Packie got a 4-bagger there. He got 4 viruses done with 2 pills. That was an amazing play. That's pushed him a little close, but Frank is just still moving very quickly.
26 to 21 here as we hit 12 and a half minutes. These players both playing phenomenally well. That double yellow, huge for Packie. Puts him to within 4, and we're seeing some really good tuck plays from Packie here, as it is a 1-virus game between our 2 players.
Yeah, Packie really putting the throttle down. Here comes another 3-virus player. Looks like he's setting up a horizontal for those yellows. Just needs the right piece to pop in. It's not coming. He's going to have to start hitting it at some point. Frank, though, has a good setup here. He's got a vertical clear for the red. He's going to have vertical for another red set.
Look at this play by Packie, though. He's going to be down to 10 to 5, and he's got really good setups there on the bottom of his board. It's 9 to 3.
He just needs one more red, and he'll get it.
He'll be out at 13-12. Packie is so close here, but it is going to be 2-0. But what a wild second game, out at 13:28. 16 seconds between our 2 players. But Frank now up 2-0 here. Frank looking to go a perfect 10-0 in this tournament.
And I mean, just being this close after, 5 levels and a ton of viruses, yeah, it's amazing. Packie is really making Frank have to work for the win. Unfortunately, he's now down to 2-0, but I mean, anything can happen in the next game. Savage is telling Packie to get angry. Yeah, if he can just get it going. It hasn't been really much his problem, but he's had a couple mistakes here and there that have managed to slow him down. But there we go. There's Packie getting angry. But yeah, he's trying to keep toe-to-toe to Frank, who is by no means any slouch.
Here we go. We are off in game number 3. Liking the diversity on both players' boards, although Frank is going to have a little blue to work with right now. Going to cause him a bit of a dependency. And now, actually looking at the board, looking at it a little later in the middle layers, Looks like it's going to be a bit of a red dependency as well.
That seems to be the case, as Packie trying to keep his lead here. He's got the lead early on. Frank's struggling here. A little bit of garbage in places you wouldn't want.
Yeah, having now that lack of red is starting to affect Frank a little bit, but he's trying to figure out the right way to go. Looks like he's trying to keep at least some red open to try to keep some diversity going. And he's got a good idea. He's got the right idea for it.
Packie, though, is absolutely blowing through 13. He's got a lead of almost 16. Looks like to be about 16. But now he's running into a blue dependency.
Yeah, it looks like he's got a big layer of blue up there at the top. He's tucking things underneath, so he's gonna get it. He's gonna get a bit of a clearance. He can probably do something with the yellows if he can find the right path. Nice horizontal clear there from Frank. Yeah, now it's a big glut of blues for Frank.
All of that bottom part of Frank's board is going to be a lot of horizontals. I'm sure that's the play there.
Packie with the massive drop combo. Also setting up here for some more damage to this board as he's down to his final 4 here. And I think is going to try to hold off that double for last. And that looks to be the case here. Just needs a blue. Meanwhile, Frank just far behind. The 10 viruses, all of them just clustered together. But Packie out at 205.
Yeah, great level 13 there from Packie. Frank doing a good job setting things up. Looks like he's going to go for a horizontal blue. That's exactly what he's going to do. He's got everything set up. He's got the combo. He's 217.
Packie off to a bit of a rough RNG struggle here on 14. As he's at 53, trying to keep that lead. It's about half a dozen over Frank right now. But Frank's starting to surge early in level 14. And it looks like we're having connection issues with Packie's board. Looks like we're a little better now, but it is a 3-virus game between our 2 competitors. Packie looking to force a game 4 here. Frank trying to put away another tournament victory, which would be his 2nd in a row.
Yeah, and it's looking pretty good for Frank right now. He's already taken a bit of a lead. He's been doing great low drop plays. Things look to be pretty good for him right now, and he's already setting things up for that middle columns.
And Frank has taken the lead here, 29 to 27, as Packie's starting to set up, trying to take care of that right side. Could have had a quad, didn't go for it. Interesting what this drop is. I don't know if that was intentional or not with that blue garbage. We'll have to see. But Packie misdropping again, potentially. What seems to be going on over there?
Yeah, he was trying to go on that first column there, and he just didn't tuck it enough. So yeah, that was definitely a misdrop.
We are seeing Packie start to come back from this, though. He's going to get a big combo out of it.
Yeah, that was a great chain there from Packie. Gets another 4-bagger for his efforts, too. Great play.
Yeah, Packie is trying to play good stuff. He knows he made a mistake, but trying to just recover the best way possible, and he's doing magnificently. He's not too far away from Frank, though. Frank has to deal with that corner in kind of a strange way. Oh, Packie's out already.
Packie's out at 4 minutes 20.
Let's see where Frank ends up. He's going to end up at 422. He's only a second behind.
And that yellow spire is something Packie knows he's got to take care of as quickly as possible, even if that means dropping some garbage down. But he's got everything laid flat and takes care of some reds over on that right side. And he drops down some helpful garbage to get some future clear set up.
Yeah, doing some great garbage plays there, keeping things nice and tidy. Got a nice horizontal play there too, so it looks like he's going to have to start attacking that right side. He's starting to do that now. Probably going to need another blue-yellow to take care of business over there. He's got it. Is he going to use it? He will. But you can see Frank has the same issue. He's got a red-blue issue there in 8. He's going to have to start addressing that real soon as well.
And
actually, he's now got a red-blue dependency. He's got no room for yellow.
This is the opportunity Packie could take here if the RNG wants to cooperate. I don't know if he's aware of Frank's situation, but it is a tie game, and having stuff so high up on high speed over there, Frank's going to be forced to have to deal with that stuff on the top of his board. Although now it's not as severe as it was a couple of seconds ago.
Yeah, it's not too bad right now. He's starting to attack the right. Yeah, looking for those 0 drops. He's getting them. But again, like that yellow virus on the bottom right hand corner, I think that's probably going to be the last thing he hits.
It is still a very, very close romp between these two. Frank has just the slight virus lead. Packie really starting to be aggressive here as he's a bit yellow dependent on that top line, getting things taken care of, though, dropping some garbage down. And Packie does have a split board, but it's incredibly manageable. Gets that fat bolt and now has a really just free and clear board.
Yeah, this is a really good board, and Fortune's going to smile upon Packie.
Wow, brilliant RNG, Packie.
648 on 15. Let's see where Frank ends up at 648. He's going to have, looks like he'll have 1 virus left, so Packie with a bit of a lead going into the penultimate level.
And Frank will be out at 656, so about a 10-second advantage for Packie here. These two going back and forth at this virus lead. And Packie trying to maintain a diverse top line. And it's so difficult to do when you get to these later levels, John.
Yeah, definitely. You have to be managing a lot of things and not topping out, just keeping it very diverse, going for some quick stuff at the beginning. It's a lot to manage, and yeah, sometimes having the diversity is not going to happen, but you do your best.
Packie having to eat that drop time, but he's still holding a pretty firm virus lead over Frank here by about 10 viruses, as both players are here in 17 or 16 rather, trying to get to 17 first. You really want to have that advantage. But what we're seeing here from Packie as compared to previous games or the last game, is he's recovering very well from misplays.
Yeah, he's had a couple of errors that he's been unfortunate to have, but had a really great job of noticing it and figuring out the right way to recover from it. He hasn't panicked over any situation when he's had a misplay or anything like that. So he's done a great job in staying cool, staying composed, and not letting any errors get to him.
Yeah, that's definitely the worst thing you can do, but he's been bringing some really crazy combos then after some misplays, so that's his way of telling the game, okay, yeah, I messed up, but I still got stuff in me to fight.
We've got 17 viruses to go for Frank. Packie opening lead. Frank's struggling right now, Ethan. And Ethan may have died. So
yeah.
But yeah, it was looking there for a moment. There was a big struggle there on Frank's part.
Yeah, but he managed to actually bring it into a big combo, and he's now tied it up at the end of level 16. So, okay, Frank is going to be out at 9:13, as Packie just trying to get some blue going on his side.
He does set it up beautifully, so now he just has to get just a few out at 9:32. Both players on 17. It's a half a dozen virus advantage for Frank here as we get to the final level.
Yeah, if level 16 was dangerous, then level 17 is where we get to the highest point of the game, and you don't want to top out at this moment. You don't want to give your opponent an advantage. So, yeah, you have to just play quickly on the sides and then just bring the top line as soon as possible down.
And we're starting to see Packie work with some garbage here. It's a 5 virus lead for Frank, but Packie now cleaning his board back up, has access to everything. A great diversity on his top line. This is a really optimal 17, and we're seeing Packie take advantage of it.
And on the other hand, Frank right now with lots of yellow and blue on his top line. Not a lot of... he got more blue right now. But yeah, he's trying to open up stuff. Though he has a very double friendly board. That's the upside on his side.
It is currently a 3 virus lead for Frank here, as Packie starting to get rid of this pretty yellow heavy top line. I like this play, dropping some things down. He's eating a little bit of drop time, but keeping a pretty fair board, and we're going to see a T, I think, from Packie.
Yeah, though Packie has a bit of a spire there on column 6. He's bringing it down, and that column 8 is going to take some time. Yeah, that's also more drop time he's going to have to inflict on himself.
He's also going to have to start working on that spire over in column 8, and he's got sort of a semi-spire going over on columns 1 and 2 as well. It's we're getting down to the final few viruses here. Frank looking to put this one away currently, but Packie's starting to storm back here. It's 16-11. Packie just needs a good blue surge here. Really will start seeing some stuff happen on Packie's end, but it is 13-8 right now. It's going to come down to this spire for Packie.
Yeah, and it's all yellows right now for Frank. That's the only thing he can use right now. He's down to 3. Oh, he's going to get a T to lock it in!
And he locks it in with that 11:41. That means
top time.
That is a record finals time for Frank. He has clinched another victory and is, I believe, one of the first players to go 10-0 in a tournament. So Packie, tough loss, as he really was just playing fantastic here in this third game. But Frank takes the victory.
Yeah, that was an unfortunate situation there. Frank just, oh man, once those chain reactions started coming down, there was no stopping Frank. That was a steamroll to victory there from Frank. Congratulations, 10-0, a perfect tournament from Frank as he takes the May title.
Yeah, unfortunately, there Packie couldn't finish his number of accomplishments. Frank had to take that last one and put the cherry on top by taking the world record on our finals. So yeah, good job there by Frank, but also Packie doing an amazing work. So yeah, this is what you want, the best players just playing on the finals.
You'll see if either Packie or Frank wants to hop in here really quick. Just for a quick post game, but again, an absolute wild tournament to celebrate our first birthday. We've seen records broken all throughout it. We've seen firsts. It's been crazy. We've got Packie here, runner up, 3-0 to Frank's Gotta Hurt, but you've had a very, very eventful tournament.
Yeah, I mean, if you ain't gonna win it all, make something cool happen. We've seen a lot of firsts, and that was a lot of fun to make it happen. First overtime, level 9 world record. It's been good. And I mean, I made too many mistakes against Frank. You can't do that. Frank, he's a fantastic player.
Frank's a very, very good player. But congratulations to you, 2 more tournament points and your 8th finals appearance. So nothing to sneeze at there. But Frank will just need to qualify for June, and he will be really high up in the standings. But shout outs to Packie. Be sure to follow both of our finalists, Frank FC and Packie 619. Go ahead and give them a follow. Great Dr. Mario players. Well done this weekend, Packie, and we'll see you again real soon.
Thank you.
And on behalf of Ethan and John and our restreamer Benji, I want to thank y'all so much for joining us this weekend, whether it's just been for this finals or you've been with us since Friday. We love doing these. We've updated our Discord in our description, so feel free to give our page a refresh. That's all we got for you. Be sure to follow all of our folks here. We got Benji B3N JY _ B0Y, Ethan MX2, John Nashforth, and then myself, JB Henry XIV. We play Dr. Mario and other things on our channels. And be sure to give Dr. M Championship a follow here on Twitch as well. We really, really appreciate all y'all. Thanks for celebrating our first birthday with us in the way we only know how, dropping pills and having a good time. Thank you all so much. Have a great rest of your extended weekend. Get out there, have yourself something on the grill. Enjoy the nice weather. We will see you very, very soon for our next live qualifier. Until then, remember to be kind and have a great day.